Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and you might have thought the magic was over in this pack, but boy, were you wrong. So, I hope you guys are ready. By the way, good news, I managed to fix my world. So as you can see, I am still in the latest version, but my biomes are fixed. So I managed to do that right after I got done recording. I was like, you know what? I completely messed up. I need to fix this. So yeah, after a little bit of work and some confusing like technical mumbo jumbo, which I don't really want to talk about right now, but that, you know, I got it to work. So we have at least the biomes that I currently have loaded and we use a lot. Those are currently fixed, which is great. So we are now back in a red oak forest instead of a desert, which makes our area look much better. So I have some stuff. You can see I got a book in my hand. I want to kind of work on something new. And I think I have an area that is perfect for this brand new mod. And yes, this is Eidolon, I believe it's what it's pronounced. Sorry, it's Adolan. Adolan. I need to like remember Dolan and then Adolan. That's that. Hey, if you don't believe me,
Eidolon.
That's how Google says. That's how Google says it. So it's Adolan, right? So it's like an I. Okay, I'm gonna try and remember that because I've got to say this. So this is a new magic mod that was added along with a couple of other mods that I have found in here. Like one of my favorites, which is integrated dynamics, and also integrated tunnels was added into here. So there's some cool stuff that we can do with this as well. This is probably gonna be a lot more like stream related stuff though, as this gets a little bit technical as far as like getting in like how long it takes to set things up. This is very much along the programming side of things, very much like our computer craft setup that we ended up getting up and running. So let's take a look at this Eidolon mod. Pretty interesting stuff that I've read so far. So we have new mobs. So these two new mobs are the ones that I've seen so far. We have the Chonk zombie, or the zombie brute. I'm gonna call him. He's the Chunga zombie. He is just a thick boy. And then we also have the Wrath. So the Wrath is another guy that I've seen. I've killed both of them. They're pretty, yeah. I think you might have seen them in the last episode because this mod was in there during that time. So we have a couple of things that we need to do though to get kind of started in here. This thing of this is more like a necromancy sort of thing is what I've seen so far. We can summon like mobs and stuff like that, I guess, to do our bidding for us, but it's going to require these soul shards. That's sort of the main ticket item here. And then we also have some other like things that we can do. We can get mobs to follow us. There's like some rituals that will prevent mobs from being near us. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Ritual purifying that like cleanse potion effects and all kinds of different stuff. Things that'll buff our sword and yeah, and then you also get into some stuff that really reminds me of Thaumcraft. Actually, this whole thing really reminds me of Thaumcraft, which is nice because I really love the artwork so far. This book is really pretty. It's probably one of the nicest looking textured books, guidebooks that I've seen so far. Like I even like how there's like slight shadow underneath the text. It's really nice. But anyways, to get into this, we have a brazier. So the brazier is probably gonna be one of the main crafting components, but we need to find this material first. And you can see the ores. It says mundane metal can be found underground. It appears with a depth and rarity similar to gold. So pretty much anywhere there's gold, we're gonna get this lead. Now I don't know if this lead is okay. So we have regular lead, and we mix that with iron. But maybe we don't have to find this ore, which is nice. Oh, it's just regular lead ore. Okay, so yeah, it's just lead. Okay, so that's nice. So we don't have to worry about it. So we need to make this pleater. I'm guessing that's how you say that. So we need to combine lead and iron, and we get a blend. And then of course, I'm guessing the blend gets smelted down, and yes, we get our material. So let's get started with that. Iron and lead. We should have a bunch of it. Iron and lead, combine that together. We'll get 2 stacks of this stuff. And then we'll, of course, melt it down inside of our fast melter. Oh man, our furnace over here, insane. Just, yeah, that's insane. That was a lot faster than I expected it to be. I guess maybe they've changed like how fast this thing can actually get. I know that they were working on it on the iron furnaces. So yeah, it's good to see that that's a little bit faster. So that should have all went in there. Now I'm looking at the brazier, and that is going to be something that we definitely need to make. So EI, and then right here is the brazier. It requires a block of gold. EI, there we go. And that's one of the main crafting components from what I've seen so far. Now, there's an area that I want to take this to. I don't want to really do this here. I want to take this to the world that we've built inside of the Dead Sea that we've been building on stream. And yes, I think this is going to be the perfect place for this. I was trying to figure out what would be a good place for this setup. And really, like, this house is like really good for this, or we can go over here. I don't know if our villager ever changed. Did you ever change? You still haven't changed. There's a brewing stand right there. You should be a cleric by now. All right, well, I would have set it up in here, but I guess we're gonna go to the bigger house, which kind of looks more, I don't know, fairy-ish, I guess you could say. And then we can set up the brazier in here. Right there. That's a good place, right? We're gonna light this thing on fire, I'm sure. So perfect. Put it in the house. All right, so we have our brazier. This is the ritual that I was looking at, though. It says the ritual of crystallization allows the harvesting of soul shards from renamed. If my brain wants to function today, shards from the reanimated. I said it right. Just after the ritual consumes its last component, it will destroy all nearby undead creatures, leaving a few soul shards in their places. So, does that mean I need to grab a mob and then put some redstone and bone meal? I want to kind of see how this works. Redstone, like, I'm not low on any of this. Bone meal, and then we'll try and put these things together. Okay. So I'm able to put that on top. And then how's the redstone going? I don't know how this works. We've got to figure it out. Does the book explain any more on how the brazier works? Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Actually, this might be a good thing to put outside because it's going to be a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is going to require, hopefully it doesn't kill my dogs. That would be horrible. Hopefully it's like undead. I think it does say undead. So you guys should be fine. By the way, we have Bowser, we have Cat. Don't ask. And then we have Jeff. Bowser and Jeff made Cat. Wait. Yes. No. Cat and Bowser made Jeff. There we go. Just live stream stuff. You know, by the way, if you're interested in that, you can find me at twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect. If you didn't already know, I do live stream over there, and we do have a lot of fun. So definitely recommend checking that out. So let's go ahead and get this going. So we have the brazier. We're going to place that there. I did see in the book, it's saying, hey, you probably need to place the items on these stone hand right here. That's probably something that we need. So go ahead and make them. Do I see just a stone hand? There it is. Stone hand. That is going to require like slabs and all kinds of fun stuff. Let's go ahead and get that made. What is that? There's an elder statue. There's all kinds of cool stuff, actually. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, yeah, this is actually kind of a neat looking mod. And it does add some like decorative stuff as well. I'll totally take that. I like the tables and stuff. Okay, so we definitely need 2. I just don't know if like they can be like placed like right next to it. So what it said is I can place these on here, and then I place bone on top, and then we use flint and steel to light this. And that will create the ritual. Ooh. And it consumed it. And it consumed it. Okay, and then what it's supposed to do here is, like, if there was nearby zombies, it would actually kill them. Now, there is some cool stuff, so we definitely need to do that. I need to get some zombies over here. Maybe get them in, like, a little platform. Let's see. We could probably place them in sort of this situation here. Place it like that. And then do, like, a slab on top. They don't burn. And we just got to find a zombie, which is going to take no time at all. So we place this here, and then we just get a little slab on top. And then, bam, of course, we can fill this whole area with some zombies or move this somewhere else temporarily. Let's go ahead and find a zombie. So I now have a zombie. This guy's a little bit, you know, tougher than I thought. We ended up getting one that was a special one. But I don't think that's going to matter. Like, I think it's going to kill him regardless, hopefully. So let's try this again. And get converted into crystals. That is what I hope happens to this guy. Right? Consume that, and... Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah, we end up getting a couple of soul shards. Actually, that's not super hard to do. It'd probably be a little bit easier if we had this area that allowed mobs to be in here, but I have it set up so mobs can't spawn in here. There's a torch laying down under the ground. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But we ended up getting the soul shards, which is going to allow us to make a few more rituals. Ooh, there's like a whole page here for rituals. But the book is honestly going to be the best thing that, yeah, shows things off. So perfect timing on this. I ended up getting like, I don't know, they ended up coming from away from here. I guess they spawn on the outer edge and they walked their way down here. But hey, I'll take it. That gets me more of the soul shards for free. I was just kind of looking in the book at some of the stuff that we can make. Now, I did notice that we actually have a lot of stuff that could sort of benefit us, actually, which is kind of surprising considering how powerful we actually are. There's some things that could get rid of some annoyances that, of course, we kind of struggle with day to day. So, one of those things is we can make a magical workbench. I think I have, yeah, literally everything for this. Now, this is a special workbench that is specific to this mod. So if we place this down, this workbench has some special slots that accept things like soul shards. Now, one of the things that we can do is we can craft in it like normal, but I want to make something called a void amulet. And you can see right here, it absorbs projectiles occasionally. That's actually kind of nice. It's like a nice little thing to have. So let's get back into this mod here. And let's make this bad boy. It's going to require like some very simple things. We do need arcane gold. That's the only thing that we have to make here. And we're going to work towards getting that. That is going to need a crucible. So we need to go ahead and make a crucible. And then read the book and figure out how to use all this. There's also a mending shield plate. There's like glass hands, risk and reward. There's all kinds of cool little trinkets that we can make. This is going to be something that we need. Let's see. We have the amulet, which we can't make, obsidian, and then some more of the ingots. So, all we got to do now is figure out how to make arcane gold. So if we look at the recipe here, we find that it is going to require some gold, which totally makes sense. Right here. So it is possible to alchemically imbue gold with small amounts of magical energy. So to do this, let's read a little bit about how the actual crucible works. It probably needs something underneath it. Sturdy basin. Place the cauldron above a fire or other heat source and will fill with water. Wait for it to boil. It's boiling the crucible. Okay. So we have to perform multiple steps. Start by adding the items to the first step. Once the watercolor changes, add the next step's items. So that's not horrible, actually. That seems pretty straightforward and easy. Very reminiscent, though, to some, you know, the Thaumcraft. So we need 2 redstone and 1 soul shard, and then 2 gold. So make sure we have our 2 gold. We have our soul shards and our redstone. 2 redstone, 1 bit here, and 2 of these. And that goes in a crucible. And we're probably going to need a magma block. I just want to put a magma block down. And I think this should work as a heat source. Should. It has for other things. Hopefully it works for this. And we need a bucket. And we need to fill that with water, apparently. Just like any other, you know, crucible. And believe me, yes, this is actually water. Even though it may not look like water, it is water. Go ahead and throw this stuff out. Fill that up. Okay, ooh, the water isn't even blue in this. Okay, so it's ready to go. Those bubbles look very familiar. 2 of those. And that. Okay. Oh, it changed. And then throw the 2 gold in. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Wow, the things that I find amusing. I just some of these mods just blow me away. Like the time that these devs take to put, like they put into these mods is just absolutely blows my mind. Like all of those effects had to be thought out and put into code. It's pretty ridiculous, like when you think about it. All this stuff that these guys do for us like to play and to have fun with. It's just, you know, and for free. Like it's crazy. All right. And if you guys have not thanked some of these mod devs for making these amazing mods, you should, because they definitely deserve it. All right, let's go ahead and make this void amulet. I think we have everything we need. Obsidian, we have 2 of these. Obsidian. And then we are going to need, of course, this, some soul shards, and let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me just add this to my wish list over here. Oh, we need 1 piece of the ingot, and that's it, and 2 of those. Okay, I think I have this memorized. This and this, this in the middle, this and this. Yes, void amulet. There we go. So what that should do is it should prevent like the occasional skeleton shot from hitting us. While that may seem a bit like, oh, well, does it even hurt you to get shot? Well, it does like cause the damage, the tick damage sound and stuff, which can get annoying after a while. So it is kind of nice to be able to stop that. So another part of this sort of gets into like the whole praying to the Dark Lord thing and creating ourselves an altar. Now, at the moment, I think we can make stone altars, but I know starting out, you can just go with a wooden altar, like if you want. I think we have the ability to make a stone altar, though. Yeah, we have all the stuff we need. So we can go ahead and, I guess, jump ahead and make this. Let's go ahead and make sure we have one of those. What do we need? Stone and then smooth stone slabs. Just need that and stone. And I think we're good. We have everything we need for this. We need 1 soul shard. And then altar. There we go. Wait, was that that was just stone, right? Okay. Making sure I have all these recipes ready to go. And like that. There we go. We get ourselves a stone altar. So we kind of skip ahead, I guess, a little bit in this whole altar thing. And I kind of want to put my altar over here. So how about my altar goes like this? Kind of works. Give herself a little bit of space. And apparently we can place stuff on this altar. So that's kind of where things sort of delve into this mod. We need some kind of like statue, and the best, like the earliest statue we can make, or I don't even know what you want to call it, like this right here, the straw effigy. Effigy? Is that what it's called? Effigy? This right here, we place on top. So we have something to sort of look at. And then I think we can make like the plinths as well. Those are some stuff that we can kind of mess with. And all of this stuff sort of adds to the magical area, I guess you can call it. Let's see, I'm not gonna have enough of this stuff, am I? I need like slabs. Okay. There we go. Let's do like 4 of these if I can. Maybe different sizes. I don't know how. All I have is kind of like reference images. I don't know exactly like what this takes to make this like a special kind of altar. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm doing any of this right. The book is kind of vague and what it tells you to do. It says eventually something might come and we can exchange. It's going to exchange knowledge with me and give me like, let me unlock more knowledge. I'm going to need a goblet, which I think was made like this. Nope. It would have been, go back to the mod. This right here needs to be on here. A goblet. Ah, there we go. This is something that can be placed on here. And apparently we can fill this with like sacrificial stuff. So like if we kill a mob on it, I think it fills it with a little bit of blood or whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's the theurgy stuff that it talks about it right here, and says some stuff will help with it. There is lighting, so we have these candles, but I think the candles are made from tallow, and to get tallow we need to cook rotten flesh. Then we can make these these different candles. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. You can make these like special candles. Put one of the candles on here. Maybe have a couple of the other candles in the ground. So after doing a little bit of research, looking up this mod a bit more, watching a little bit of a video from the actual dev himself, kind of interesting on how this works. And it is meant to be vague, I guess. But we do need to find a witch. Apparently, that's how we gain a little bit more knowledge about this. By the way, I also added another layer to the stone altar. Yeah, we gain a little bit more knowledge about this, and we're going to be able to use this here soon, but we need to first find a witch so that way we can gain some of the signs, because the signs are how we're going to actually pray to the altar. Kind of interesting. I'm kind of enjoying this so far. I'm definitely interested in this. So let's go ahead and make it night. There is a ritual we could use, but of course there's also many other ways in this pack to make it nighttime. We need to find a witch. Let's go back to our main base and do that. And of course, one of my favorite ways is to just lay in a hammock during the day and nap your day away. Oh man. And then it'll become nighttime. Now we need to find a witch, which shouldn't be too difficult to find. We're just gonna have to wander around in the night and hopefully come across one. Of course, we're gonna come across many mobs, but all we gotta do is apparently toss this book and it'll go to write something down, apparently. Kind of interested in seeing how that works. So of course, if you're impatient like me, and let's just say you can't really find a witch just laying around, well, you could make your own witch. Yeah, you could definitely do that. So let's go ahead and place this villager down here, and we'll just shoot lightning nearby. Yes, that converts it into a witch. Let's kill a couple of these guys because I'm not really wanting them around. Get rid of this guy. Okay, perfect. Take our book. Apparently we toss our book. And yeah, okay, so pick up the book. And then gave me the book back, and we just learned a new sign. I'm gonna pick you up just in case I need you later on. I never know when I'm gonna need one of these guys. So we now have new knowledge. You can see right here that it was unlocked, and we also have the dark prayer that was unlocked. It says perform the chant above an altar to pray to the Dark Lord and attempt to draw their favor. Talks a little bit further about more other ritual stuff might be done, but for what I was told, you can do this, but you can only do it once per day. So let's go ahead and do this ritual. We need to basically do this pattern right here. So we click this 3 times and then hit the chant. And we just did a chant. And I seen there was a little bit of like fluff that went on. Kind of like something happened there. Now, what I shouldn't be able to do is to do this again. So, and then you heard the sound of like a fire being put out. That right there means it did not work, but we did get the favor the first time. So basically we just need to keep repeating this, I guess, every day in the world until something else happens, until we get like some more stuff unlocked. Then we'll be able to learn a bit more about the theurgy going on here. But everything else is sort of unlocked. Theurgy is what's going to take a little bit of time. So we can kind of make more of these things. We can do more rituals. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you can still do in this mod. This part is what's going to take a little bit of time. And I'm kind of curious as to how these spells are going to work. Like, I'm really interested in this. So of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to be a huge thanks to Kazgabbing. I think that's right. Hit that with some white. There we go. That actually looks really good in this room. I want to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreon sponsors. You guys are absolutely amazing, and honestly what keeps these videos flowing. If you'd be interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that link down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was quite interesting getting into a new magic mod. And of course, I still have the fission reactor stuff going on with Mechanism. I've just been allowing that kind of run in the background as we collect the waste and it gets converted into the items I need. That's going to take a little bit of time. But anyways, if you haven't already checked me out over on Twitch, of course, you can find me there at twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect, or you can just give me a good old search over on Twitch at just ChosenArchitect. Same on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I recommend doing that. I do have a lot of content I post on there pretty much every day, and a lot of stuff is related to the Let's Plays that I am currently playing. So if that's something you're interested in as well, be sure to check that out. Also linked down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that subscribe button. Also give this video a huge thumb up. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.